What's going on, guys? I am back with another video. I am shattered, so if I start botching out, please forgive me for that. But we're on the way to work, so we don't edit. Anyways, my name is Ryan Williams here. I am a gooner, first and foremost. This is my YouTube channel. Second, and touching this closing statement. So guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and of course leave a lovely comment in the comment section, where I know you guys love to banter Arsenal, or even talk sense, or even some of us might let our emotions run wild and we don't even remember what we're talking about till the next morning. So let's just get into it. So let's start off with the game yesterday. Arsenal 2, Real Madrid 2. Real Madrid win 3-2 on penalties. And what can I say? We started off well. We all know our defence, so I ain't even gonna bother. Alright, there's no Mustafi. Okay, and we still it still ain't good enough. I mean, for the first 20 minutes was good because Nacho from Real Madrid decided to get himself sent off for some laughable challenges. The first one, that was silly enough, and then a deliberate handball on the free kick, which kind of blocked the goal scoring opportunity, which saw him hit the showers early. It was a red card. Lacazette nails the penalty, which I gotta say was very clean, even if it hit the post and went back in. It was wicked. So 1-0 Arsenal, and a lovely goal by Aubameyang, which a wicked setup. A move was started by Mesut Ozil, Mkhitaryan, then a lovely back heel from Alexander Lacazette for Aubameyang to get in, and was able to run around Keylor Navas and smash it into the goal as it was going in. Ramos tried to clear off the line, but it still went over. 2-0 Arsenal. And then the one centre back who I always said we really kind of need to get someone beside him, because I hear a lot of people say leadership qualities. I'm sorry, I like Socrates. He has a lot of experience, but you know, he weren't the captain yesterday, and we'll get to that. But a lot of people calling him for captain. I'm sorry, we could not have him as captain. He's too hot-blooded, he rushes, he's rash. Again, he gets himself sent off. He knows he's on a yellow card. The guy goes in and basically, I think, who did he foul? I think he fouled, I want to say Lucas Vázquez. And then after that, when they're on their counter attack, they got a free kick. They didn't go anywhere. And after that, I mean, it's not even that long after, Socrates makes another foul. Madrid players up in his grill, and it's 10v10, and guys have been calling for him to be captain. Does anybody not remember the game he played against Rennes, where he absolutely fucked it up for us? Listen, I'm not saying he's the worst defender that we got, but clearly it says to me this guy has not got the leadership qualities that we need at Arsenal. That might be very controversial, but to be very frank, Arsenal are a very controversial club. So whatever I say, take it with a pinch of salt. If you agree with me or not, leave it in the comment section. So after that, it slowly started to turn into the Europa League final in terms of fatigue. I mean, we were running a lot. Real Madrid were running us up and down, but throughout the pre-season tour, I mean, in the last couple games we played, we looked very sharp. Do you know what I mean? We beat Colorado Rapids, we beat Florentino, and of course we beat and the big one was Bayern Munich. So Real Madrid was always going to be a test for us, but for us to literally slowly start fatiguing when we look fit up. But it is what it is, man. Clearly, there's more work to be done. As we all know, nothing can happen if there is no decent transfers, and I will get to that in a sec. And so, second half, they bring on Gareth Bale, who was talk of the night, really. But we're not going to get into that. That's Gareth Bale. He's at Real Madrid. This is about Arsenal. So, he come on, and of course, Bale got a goal. And then, again, 2 quick goals. It's not good enough for Arsenal, man. Again, I say this every season. We need a centre-back. But clearly, the club does have that power, has the source to even give us a centre-back of quality to lead that defence. Now, I'm not going to come off and start cussing and shit. Because, listen, I think just watching my videos, I've cussed enough last season. And for Unai Emery, I've got to be honest with you, bro. That was a big mistake, coming out and talking about expensive players. You shouldn't be doing that. You're looking like Wenger Part 2 right now. Do you know what I mean? And that's another big statement. But listen, the Cronkies need to get their head out of their arse. We obviously care, do you? We know. That's going around on Twitter. Make sure you support that. I even put my video out. Make sure you check that out too on my Twitter, which my handle will be at the bottom of the video. And back to the game, we just started capitulating. And then the likes of Ozil come off. And of course, how can I forget? We finished the first half with a defender down. Come back into the second half. Joe Willock, unfortunately, had to be the sacrifice, which personally I would have chosen Mkhitaryan. No personal hate or anything, but you know, Mkhitaryan did look good in the game, but I'm sorry, I think I'll take one of the wingers off, like Real Madrid did, and put a centre back on, like Real Madrid did with Varane. You know what I mean? They made the sacrifice of taking Luka Jovic off, which I thought was very surprising. But at the end of the day, listen, you got 2 strikers on it, Benzema and Luka Jovic. Of course, Jovic has got time to prove himself and get himself into the team for Real Madrid. But Arsenal taking off young Joe Willock for Nacho Monreal. And speaking of Nacho Monreal, the game went well. The youngsters come on. We saw Eddie. We saw Saka. We saw Burton, young Robbie Burton. A lot of people don't know about him, myself included. Didn't really know much about him, but just watched him in the last couple of games. He looks decent. Of course, time will tell where he stands out. And again, they had chances. I'm not going to lie, Real Madrid were obviously dominant. Do you know what I mean? Given the fact they had more experienced players out there, they did start bringing out a lot of their youth players in. But the likes of Gareth Bale, Varane, Ramos came off as well. All decided to part, and then obviously, you know, still got to penalty shootouts, and Gareth Bale missed the penalty. That was decent. I think Emi Martinez had a really good game, and going forward, I just think in time, I think we'll be all right, but we need some centre-backs. The future in the kids looks promising, but we need some fucking centre-backs. But, right, that's on my mate. But, seriously, we just need to know what's going on in the future. But, other than that, Real Madrid come out victorious in penalty shootout. So we just got to move on now. Of course, transfer news. Tierney, that one looks to be all but dead until the Suns come out and basically express their feeling and well, they have a feeling that Arsenal's not giving up on this Tierney situation. But I mean, if Arsenal really wanted him, they should have snapped him up ages ago. So like, not feeling their evaluation of the move. So going forward, we will see. Reports on Saliba, medical. I ain't really heard much on that. That was supposed to happen yesterday. So we'll see any more news on that. And Ceballos, that move looks like it's imminent. Talking through it during the game, it looked like they're gonna it's gonna happen. So we'll see what's going on with that. And of course, we had that young fan, well, young, but he's younger than me, that saw Edu at the airport and decided to stop him and, have a little chat. Of course, it's blowing up on social media. He basically saw Edu, took a picture and asked him on camera, like, are we signing Everton to Suarez? What's going on with Tierney, etc., etc. Edu basically just, he didn't really give him no hints. In my opinion, he didn't give him no hints. He just said, let's see. Of course, he said he'd tell the guy when he turned the camera off. Obviously, he turned the camera off, and the guy basically come out and really just said he didn't really say much of anything, to be honest, as Edu should do. He should keep everything quiet, but it's good to see him interacting with the crowd. Of course, you know what I mean. Edu, our first technical director, and invincible at the club. And again, these guys have to back up their talk. Transfer window shuts on August 8th, and we ain't seen no one coming in that can help us defensively, and that's what we need. Again, like I said, I'm excited about Danny Ceballos. Saliba, that's the next season situation, and Martinez, the young 18 whiz kid, as people have said. I like him. I like what I see of him. Of course, there's going to be more matches for me to even get more of a breakdown on what he can do going forward. And obviously, I've done my homework, but in the Premier League, we need to know where you stand. But that is pretty much it, guys. So I'm going to leave it and wrap it up here. Of course, I'm waiting for my bus to go to work. So, guys, thank you for checking out this YouTube video. If you haven't subscribe, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, and let me know your thoughts, of course. All my links will be at the bottom of this video, my Twitter and my IG, and that's all from me, folks. So if anything else breaks, if news break, of course, when we've got time, I will make a video about it, and stay tuned for more. So have a good day, Buddhas. Peace.